Hey, what's up YouTube Nation? Tucker Jones here, and this is Dragon Age Inquisition, and today's video is going to be kind of a combination of a really quick review of this game, and also, just so you know, it's going to be a lot of spoilers in this video, so if you haven't played the game yet, you might not want to watch this video. So the video is going to be about the 1/3 point of the main quest, as far as that's what my basic understanding is. Depending on how much you want to put into this game, you know, this game ranges anywhere from 100 hours to 200 or 300 hours, I guess, depending with side missions and side quests and all that good stuff. So my impressions of the game so far, the game itself, gameplay-wise, is just fantastic. It's your typical Bioware Western slanted RPG. A lot of action. The combat system is great, where it has the tactical camera where you can stop the action, get ahead and set up all your attacks and things, and then get ahead and let the guys fight. You can intervene, set up each character to have his own tactical abilities and style of fighting, whether he wants to defend your guy, attack for your guy, you know, have his own tendencies, all those kind of things. It's really in depth. I love that part of BioWare systems. If you've played any kind of BioWare games in the past, you're gonna love this game. I mean, you know, BioWare they do it right. So if you're more of a Final Fantasy type of a guy, where you like the Eastern RPGs, this may not be your cup of tea. But if you like BioWare, you're gonna love this Dragon Age game. So graphically, it's a beautiful game. It runs fantastic on my hardware, which is, you know, middle to upper end, but not top of the line by any means. I have an FX 8350 AMD processor, which is an 8-core processor, an R9 280X 3GB video card, 16 gigs of RAM. You know, pretty nice system. Not top of the line by any means, but definitely a decent system. So performance-wise, it's good. I have DirectX 11.2, Windows 8.1. You know, there you go. So performance-wise, definitely runs great. And the interesting thing about this game, though, performance-wise, is in-game, the game runs great, and then the cutscenes actually tend to be a little bit choppy. Some of them run great, and then other ones are kind of choppy, so it's interesting. You know, some games that are higher end like this, it's the opposite. The cutscenes run great, and then in-game it'll be choppy. But on this, it's the exact opposite. Gameplay's absolutely smooth all the time, and then the cutscenes are choppy. It's weird. So anyway, there you go. But, you know, hey, if you're going to have one or the other, wouldn't you rather have gameplay that's super smooth? Absolutely. So you can't go wrong there. So yeah, really loving the game so far. I've been playing it really hardcore for about a week, and I'd say I'm probably, you know, a solid 40 hours into it, you know, for sure. So yeah, really loving the game. Definitely recommend it. So this video is going to be where you move from your temporary stronghold of Haven to the permanent stronghold of Skyhold. It's also where you meet, I don't know if he's the permanent bad guy in the game or just the first really badass bad guy that you meet. Corypheus is his name, and it's also where you are officially, you know, elected by everybody as the Inquisition's permanent leader. It's also where, you know, you have like the official rallying cry and everybody gets really united behind you. So it's a really cool part of the game. So this is going to be a pretty long video. I'd say it runs about 20 minutes or so, something right around that point. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you do, hit the like button, of course. And if you have suggestions for future videos, either leave something in the comments section, or you can drop me an email at thunkerjones@gmail.com. And as always, I appreciate you guys stopping by. And there you go. So game on, everybody. I am Thunker Jones, and I am out.
Cullen?
One watchguard reporting. It's a massive force, the bulk over the mountain.
Under what banner?
None.
None?
If someone could open this, I'd appreciate it. I'm here to warn you. Fashionably late, I'm afraid. Might exhausted. Don't mind me. My name is Dorian Parvis, and I bring grave news from Redcliffe. An army of rebel mages right behind me. They are under the command of the Venatori, in service to something called the Elder One. The woman is Calpurnia. She commands the Venatori. That, the Elder One. marching on Haven. I risked my life to get here first.
Cullen, give me a plan. Anything.
Haven is no fortress. If we are to withstand this monster, we must control the battle. Get out there and hit that force. Use everything you can. Soldiers, gather the villagers. Fortify and watch for advanced forces. Inquisition, with the Herald! For your lives! For all of us!
Move! Now! Enough! Pretender, you toy with forces beyond your ken, no more. Whatever you are, I'm not afraid. Words mortals often hurl at the darkness. Once they were mine, they are always lies. Know me. Know what you have pretended to be. Exalt the Elder One. The will that is Corypheus. You will kneel.
Tell me why you've done this. Make me understand.
Your understanding is not required. If you gain it, consider yourself blessed. I am here for the anchor. The process of removing it begins now. It is your fault, Herald. You interrupted a ritual years in the planning, and instead of dying, you stole its purpose. I do not know how you survived, but what marks you as touched, what you flail at rifts, I crafted to assault the very heavens. And you used the anchor to undo my work. The gore.
What is this thing meant to do?
It is meant to bring certainty where there is none. For you, the certainty that I would always come for it. I once breached the Fade in the name of another to serve the old gods of the Empire in person. I found only chaos and corruption, dead whispers. For 1,000 years I was confused, no more. I have gathered the will to return under no name but my own, to champion Wither to Winter and correct this blighted world. Beg that I succeed, for I have seen the throne of the gods, and it was empty. The anchor is permanent. You have spoilt it with your stumbling. So be it. I will begin again. Find another way to give this world the nation and God it requires. And you, I will not suffer even an unknowing rival. You must die.
expect me to fight. But that's not why I kept you talking. Enjoy your victory. Here's your prize!
Okay, that's pretty fucking cool.
There! It's him!
Thank the Maker.
What would you have me tell them? This isn't what we asked them to do.
We cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way.
And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're hobbled.
I can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
Well, we're agreed on that much.
Shh. You need rest.
They've been at it for hours.
They have that luxury thanks to you. The enemy could not follow, and with time to doubt, we turn to blame. Infighting may threaten as much as this Corypheus.
Do we know where Corypheus and his forces are?
We are not sure where we are, which may be why, despite the numbers he still commands, there is no sign of him. That, or you are believed dead. Or without Raven, we are thought helpless. Or he girds for another attack. I cannot claim to know the mind of that creature, only his effect on us.
If that thing is still out there, we need to move.
They are uncertain where. And there are other questions about you. Our leaders struggle because of what we survivors witnessed. We saw our defender stand and fall. And now we have seen him return. The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no? What we have been called to endure, what we perhaps must come to believe.
Mother Giselle, I just don't see how what I believe matters. Lies or not, Corypheus is a real physical threat. You can't match that with hope alone.
Shadows fall and hope has fled. Still your heart, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon the dawn will come. The shepherds
lost, and his home is far. Keep to the stars, the dawn will come. The night is long,
And the path is dark.
look to the sky. One day soon, the dawn will come. Bear your blade and raise it high. Stand your ground, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky for one day soon, the dawn will
An army needs more than an enemy. It needs a cause.
A word. A wise woman, worth heeding. Her kind understand the moments that unify a cause, or fracture it. The orb Corypheus carried, the power he used against you, it is elven. Corypheus used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. I do not yet know how Corypheus survived, nor am I certain how people will react when they learn of the orb's origin.
All right. What is it and how do you know about it?
They were foci, used to channel ancient magics. I have seen such things in the Fade, old memories of older magic. Corypheus may think it Tevinter. His empire's magic was built on the bones of my people. Knowing or not, he risks our alliance. I cannot allow it.
They'll have to set aside blame while freezing is their first concern.
We are agreed on that, and I may have a solution. By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide. There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
They arrive daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage. If word has reached these people, it will have reached the Elder One. We have the walls and numbers to put up a fight here, but this threat is far beyond the war we anticipated. But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus, what drew him to you.
He came for this, and now it's useless to him. So he wants me dead. That's it.
The anchor has power, but it's not why you're still standing here. Your decisions let us heal the sky. Your determination brought us out of Haven. You are the creature's rival because of what you did. And we know it. All of us. The Inquisition requires a leader. The one who has already been leading it. You.
You sure the mountain air hasn't made you lightheaded? They'll accept a dwarf?
They already have.
Not as their leader.
They'll follow you. To them, being a dwarf shows how special you are, how Andraste must favor you above all. What it means to you, how you lead us, that is for you alone to determine.
Corypheus will never let me live in peace. He made that clear. He intends to be a god, to rule over us all. Corypheus must be stopped.
Wherever you lead us. Have our people been told?
They have. And soon, the world.
Commander, will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow? Will you fight? Will we triumph? Your leader, your herald, your Inquisitor!
So there you have it, Dragon Age Inquisition. I am certainly digging the game so far, and if you guys like the video, certainly leave a comment in the comment section below. And as always, I do appreciate you guys stopping by. So the video now is going to conclude with your team having a confab to discuss what questions they need to answer, which is really just a setup for the upcoming parts of the game and really what your objectives are going to be. So as always, appreciate you guys stopping by, and that's it. So Dragon Age Inquisition, awesome game so far. Graphics, fantastic. Action, fantastic. Sequences, fantastic. Keep coming back, guys. I'm Thucker Jones. Game on. I am out.
So this is where it begins.
It began in the courtyard. This is where we turned that promise into action.
But what do we do? We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, but this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another blight.
We've seen no darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
Someone out there must know something about Corypheus.
Unless they saw him on the field, most will not believe he even exists.
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. When you were at Therenfall, you uncovered a plot to kill Empress Celine.
Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he's growing. The Envy Demon gloated about a massive force of demons.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god.
I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that. Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend. He's crossed paths with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. He can help.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately, on the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
Well, then, we stand ready to move on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.